Hey guys, you know I'm a fan of battery operated tools, and I bought this weed trimmer, this weed whacker, and I was trying it out, did an unboxing. I was going to show everyone how it worked, and unfortunately on my first try it hit a rock and part of the spool went flying off, and you can see that I'm missing a few parts here. Well, finally and luckily Home Depot has these in stock. So they started selling these last year, the weed whacker, so I bought that as a combo kit, and I've got the QuickLoad replacement spool head. So we're going to quickly go over how to install this and replace the head on this. And also I like to demonstrate this to show you how well it works. I enjoyed it while it was working. Unfortunately, it was probably user error. I hit a rock really hard and the spool went flying off. So I just need to be a little more careful this time. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take off the old spool. And again, it was just the top part that flew off. Not that much was broken. So this part right here is still intact. I'm going to leave that on. If you did need to take that off, I can demonstrate how to take that off later. But next, again, this is the replacement head. It's the DWZ-STH999. So let's unbox this and see how it installs. All right, so this part is still good. So what we're going to do is take this part off of this because we still have most of the parts that are functioning on this already. Okay, so it looks like this tape was holding the spool as well, the trim line, so I accidentally cut too much of that off. So this right here, it looks like it actually screws into it, and you can see this is what it looks like installed. But again, this part is not broken, so I'm not going to replace that part yet. So this part we'll save for later. Let's just take this off right now and see how it works. All right, so it looks like the spring came off. So this is the part that is missing. We're going to take this spool, since this spool is, again, it's not broken, it's just missing a lot of the line. And since this one already has more line on it, we're just going to take this off real quick and use it on the new one. So this right here, we've already got this piece on there already, so we're just going to snap this in. When you snap this in, you want to pull it. There's two different lines that come out. You've got one here and you've got one on the other side, 180 degrees from each other. So we'll snap that in and then pull it through both sides. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull them through the sides first. Tighten this up a little bit because it seems to be a little bit difficult to snap it in if they're not already pulled through. So I've got one side in. I've got the other side. So we'll go ahead and pull this in place now. All right, looks like both parts are in place. Finally have this replacement piece. Now I'm going to go cut some of the weeds in my backyard. I guarantee I'm going to find this now because, again, nothing's really broken with the existing one. We're just missing this piece right here. Now this one has a spring. It holds the spool in place. Snap it in and we're good to go. All right, let's go try it out. Now, usually what you do is, I think the reason this flew off, when you push down on this, this actually pulls out a little bit further. So let's test it out before I actually try it out in the field and lose another part. Okay, so basically if you bump this on the ground, now bump it lightly because when I hit this too hard, this actually became dislodged and flew off into the woods. So it looks like this does work when you push down on it. Now this was part of a combo kit that came with a leaf blower as well, and it came with a 20 volt, 4 amp hour Dewalt battery, lithium ion, so it's going to last a little bit longer than your traditional ones that are only 2 amp hours. Now most of my drills run on the 2 amp hours. Now what's nice about these are interchangeable. So I can use these 4 amp hours on my drills. They're a little bit heavier, so I usually use the 2 amp hour ones because I've got plenty of life and plenty of extra batteries. But let's go try this out real quick and I'll show you how it works. What's nice about this is nice and light, and make sure you've got your safety glasses on. Let's just try it out in this area so you can see how it works. Now, even though I was a little bit ambitious when I first got this, and again, honestly didn't read the instructions, hit this a little bit too hard, lost this part, I still recommend this. The main reason I recommend this, I've got lots of other Dewalt tools for the yard and also around the house. I really like the batteries. I like how lightweight this is. And I'm also looking for stuff that doesn't have gasoline in it. I've got my sons, they're gonna start helping me in the yard, and I want them to use tools like this properly and safely. And I'm kind of worried about if they're using petrochemicals, those kind of smells, like one of them has allergies. How is that gonna affect their health? This is a much safer alternative. It's safer, it's easier to use, and quite frankly, I'm not very good at small engines. For your convenience, I've provided a link in the upper right-hand corner so you can get a direct link to this actual product. Again, it's great. I bought this. It was a nice combo pack. I got a deal on this, so you guys can click on it, hopefully get a deal on it as well. In the description below, I've provided a link to the replacement spool as well. Thanks again. See you guys next time.